Hi, in this lecture we will talk about floors and partitions. We have four different options. The first one, floor above conditioned space. We use this option in case the space located above the space that contains AC equipment or system. As you can see, activating this option, no need to enter any input. Why? Because delta T, the temperature difference is 0 in this case, so heat transfer rate is equal to 0. Let's see an example. I will go to Revit model. Let's say that I want to find and estimate the load of this room. This room is above conditioned space. This room is conditioned. We have AC equipment in this room. So this room is above conditioned space. So delta T between the two rooms is 0. And Q, the heat transfer rate, is equal to QA delta T. Delta T is equal to 0, so the heat transfer rate between the two rooms is 0. In the retail 01, this floor is above unconditioned space. It's above the basement B01. B01 is not conditioned space, so activate the floor above unconditioned space. The floor area is same area we entered in the general tab. The U value, we learned how to calculate it and how to find it. You have to find the floor layers and find the thermal conductivity. For now, and to save the time, I will keep the default value from hub. For the unconditioned space maximum temperature, if the outside temperature is 37, as we saw from ashremito.info, the maximum temperature is 37, so the unconditioned space, I will assume it to be 32, as there is no solar radiation in basement 01. In the winter, the ambient at space minimum temperature 12.8, and here I will make it, let's say, 14. In the unconditioned space minimum temperature for the heating loads. Next option, slab floor on grade. If the slab is on ground and no floors below it, then we need to enter the exposed parameter of the slab and edge insulation R value. What are these two values used for? We use them for cold climates. Insulation is often used to reduce slab heat loss. As you can see in this picture, this is the slab on grade. Here we have soil. This is the insulation that we use in cold climates. So we need to enter the R value of this insulation and the parameter. The last option, in case we want to design an AC system to space or room below the grade. Let's see an example. I will go to Revit. Let's say that I want to estimate the load for this room. If I rotate this model like this, as you can see here, this is the floor that I'm talking about. Here we have soil and fill. Here we have soil, and this is the retaining wall or the wall of this room. I will go to hub. This is the floor area. The exposed parameter is this distance from here, from this wall to this wall. So this is the exposed parameter of this room. And here we have total floor U value. This is the floor that we need to find the U value for. And then we have the floor depth. I will go to Revit. This is the floor depth. To multiply the floor depth by the parameter, I said that the parameter from this wall to this wall, and then we have the floor depth to find the surface area of this wall, the surface area of the wall. Then we have the U value of the wall. Then we have the wall insulation R value, and we have the depth of the wall insulation. Usually they put insulation on this wall between the wall and the soil. So you have to put the insulation height and the R value of the insulation to find the Q, or the heat transfer rate, from the soil through the wall and through the floor of this room. In retail 01, if I go back to Revit model, in retail 01, we have a floor above unconditioned space above the basement 1. Basement 1 is not conditioned, so I will choose this option, and we filled the parameters and the inputs as you can see. Next tab is the partitions. We have two different types of partitions, the wall partition and the ceiling partition. If the wall is exposed to the sun, we call it wall. If the wall is not exposed to the sun, we call it wall partition. Same for the roof. If it's exposed, we call it roof, and if it's not exposed, we call it ceiling partition. In retail 01, here we have this partition between two conditioned space. So no heat transfer occurs between two spaces, and same for this wall, as we have it between two conditioned spaces. With regards to the ceiling partition, I will go to the 3D model. This room is retail 01, and as you can see, this is the ceiling of this room. I will not consider this one because we estimated the load from the floor to the bottom of the slab to the soffit of the slab, so I'm not going to consider this ceiling. So this is the ceiling of the room, and we have this ceiling between two conditioned space. We are going to put AC system in this room and this room, so delta T is 0. So we are not going to add any value in the wall partition and in the ceiling partition. In the second floor, in the restaurant, as you can see, in the restaurant, we are going to consider this ceiling partition. We will see why in the coming lectures. For now, for the partition, don't add anything for the area, and I will click on OK, and I will save the work. Now your task is to finalize other rooms in the ground floor level. I want you to finalize retail 02, 03, 04, 5, 6, and I want you to finalize travel agency G-07. As you can see here, we have furniture. We have 4 people in this room. I'm going to finalize mine. I will finalize estimating the loads in all these rooms, and we are going to discuss the results at the beginning of the next lecture. In the next lecture, we will discuss the loads in all these rooms. I will show you my results, and we are going to estimate the load in the entrance lobby and in the corridors. Thank you very much, and see you in the next lecture.